Okay then guys, normally I would have this on the stand, but the model I want to show you is a tad too big to fit on it. So today I'm just going to show off my Knight Lancer, and I don't know where to begin. So let's begin with the top. So the theme behind this is um, it's like a Mechanicum sort of thing, but from Armageddon, and the Space Marines stole it and marked it up as their own. So Templar insignia on here with the Ace of Spades on both sides. Some grey paneling by here which shows up these hatches quite nicely on the sides as well. The pulley to open the flap door by here. Tiny antenna which probably serves no purpose. And a little crew vent. Let's turn this model to its side. So we have the Ace of Spades for there with another vent, and there's a little bit of rust on there, but it shows up in red for some reason. An exhaust vent by here. And same situation here with the exhaust vent, the grill for the engine or reactor, another Ace of Spades marking, the service hatch by here. Then we've got the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads are did half red and half grey with a brass trim going all the way around. Highlighting red has certainly been an experience. Then we come down, this is still wet, the lacquer is still wet, so a lot of the decals have wrinkled up while that dries. So we got like a skull on the top. Let's get closer, focus. Then we got the Spades in the corner, another one from the Space Marine kit. Templar insignia here, which is wrinkled up really badly, but I don't want to touch that because it's wet. So I'll do this now. So then if you take off the top carefully, see the inside. I've painted the inside of the access panel, painted it grey, washed it black to give it that dirty, grimy look. Then we come into the interior. So on the back I picked out a couple of the pipes on the back in various metallics for there. The seat was picked out in red for the cushion bits with a grey seat. Just turn this to the side. You see a lot of the control panel buttons have been picked out on there. The grilling on the floor. The engine's been painted in metallics and washed and dry brushed. Let's turn it to the other side. So you can see the view screen and some of the dials have been picked out. Lots of the buttons and everything has been picked out as well. Back of the engine and some of the component bits in between the body. The head does move. It's not magnetised though, so you can get magnets in time. So that moves back and forth like so. Now, it's quite a menacing looking thing. I don't know if you see the green eyes on him, but you've got the grille on the front by here. If you turn it to one side, it's red on the top with grey on the bottom with the trim. That's quite a bit of detail to the head. It's quite big compared to a normal size marine. Then we got the chest plate armour, which has been washed and highlighted with the trim. And I have painted a lot of the cabling up behind there. Just can't see it now because of the armour panels. Let's turn him around, show off the back. So picked up some of the reactor grills in a copper colour. Some of the pipes in copper and brass. The details. Need to finish the skull. That's the only thing I didn't finish on it. Completely forgot to do that. Some of the pistons, all the pistons, like the connectors and everything, been done in brass with red cabling. Lots of different bits. So all the metallics were mixed with a half black, half gunmetal, then washed and dry brushed with a bright silver. Give that polished machine look. Some of the grills and everything have got bits of corrosion on them. So that's that. So let's move to the Lancer arm. So the end has been picked up in brass with the trim in brass as well. Picked up some of this grill's been done in a coppery colour, metallic colour by here. I know this is on backwards, it's just I prefer the look of it that way over the original design. Got the shaft for the lance. The lance painted in a copper colour with the metallic bits washed in green and then picked up with scorpion green to make it look like it's energised. Guys, this does come off as well, the entire arm. It's just held together with pins. Then we have the banner, which has the log Templar symbol on it. And this knight's called Lazarus. I don't know why I just picked up that one. I thought Lazarus was just a very fitting name. It's a black banner, which adds a bit more colour to it. So let's carefully extract this arm from its piston. Try not to snap off the banner because it's very fragile. So copper trim on some of the grills. Bolts are painted in copper. Dry brush, and then we come down to the reds. Very striking red. I quite like the way Mike done his knight with all the bright reds on it. Then we come to the shield. So the shield I wanted like an energized, activated sort of look. So done the reactor with like a green core with the coils coming out. These were painted in metallics and then highlighted with a scorpion green, give them that energized look. And then I painted all of the shield in silver, washed it all green, then picked up the edges, so it gives that energy flowing look on it. Then I repainted over these gaps with a metallic colour, and I picked up the corners all in, and all the armour plate bits in the brass colour to give it some make it look a bit different and not have it all as one colour. But I think that looks pretty cool. And the green, it stands out from the rest of the model. With the fist, which is painted red, once again with the trim in brass. I've got it with an open palm sort of pose for him. If I can get this arm off. So like a open palm fist instead of a clenched one, so it's more relaxed look to it. Metallic some components again, copied the same one as the other. The piston inside. The model on the detail on this is really nice. I quite enjoyed painting this. Took 3 weeks to paint by hand, but before it came along pretty good. And let's take the body off. The body is held by a 10mm threaded rod, which goes quite deep into the waist of the model and sits right on top of the thing for the knight. So picked up some minor details in the brass, but there. All the flexible rubbery looking bits are picked out in black. This power cabling has been dry brushed with grey, with black connectors and a red cable dangling from it. Heating these up was a bit of a trick to get them to fit in like so. But there, I think that looks pretty good. Some more copper cables and brass details. Then we've got the legs. Same again, the half black, half gunmetal paint mixture, then dry brush, and then paint it on, wash it, dry brush it and highlight it. And then we got the red knee guards, the trim on, the groin guard. Mine never fitted, so, and my piston for the waist by here didn't fit, so I took one off. I had one spare from the leg, so I put that in there because it reached longer and it fitted a lot better than the ones which come with it. For this leg, I just couldn't get it to fit. Even when I scraped out all the paint and everything and filed it down, it still wouldn't fit. So there you got the pistons there, and then you got this piston in by here. Pistons from the back. As you see, they're painted up in a copper colour with some metal on them, just to break up a lot of the details. Then, just comes on the legs, more piston work by here. nice pure silver piston. So, because pistons, when they're used, they're always clean. Because when they go retract and unattract, they I think that's the word. They always come out clean. Same by here with some black cabling. I need to fill that hole in. I keep forgetting about that hole. That's where one of the 4 pins are in. Hold the legs together. Let's remove this bit of smoke from the terrain base. So all the joints painted up. Checkered pattern knee guards, shin guards. This one, Templar symbol with a skull on it, and I don't know if you can read that. I can just about read it. It says Armageddon on it. So this is one from the Armageddon campaign. Then we have the feet, some typhus corrosion all over it. Painted the same way the rest of the metallics are. Some black mechanical bits. Then we got the pistons for the legs. Painted the copper colour, just add some extra tones of colour in. So it's quite a bright colour scheme. I didn't want to do it black, fit in the rest of my army. I wanted something stand out, so he's kind of standing on a wrecked basilisk. So what else? So let's show off the base. Lots of paint chipping and weathering on the tank, blown up tank. I'll put this back in there. This is just pushed in. So then we've got a bit of smoke coming out of it. I've sank the basin down, so it looks like he's crushing into the ground. Some slight cracks in it. Some sunken barbed wire as well. Rust effects. So that's my light lancer. Let's put it back together if I can. I don't think I can get the arms on one-handed, but that's the left arm. Let's try and get this on tidy. So these are just held on with pins. It's quite tricky lining up the pins with one hand. If we can get the pins in. Okay, fine. There you go. That's the one arm in. So that's one arm in. It's a stiff one now. So just hold it like that. Okay, that one's in. And then the top carapace just pushes on like so. So that's my light lancer. There's a couple poses you can alter it to, so you can turn the body, turn the head like that, so it looks like it's stabbing something, or you can just put him straight like that, give him sort of a stride, I'm a hard guy sort of pose, or you can put him kind of like that, give him a running up pose with his lance about to swing with it. So yeah, that's my lance, my night lance. Hope you like it, guys. For size comparison, I'll put the Space Marine next time. That really does set the scale. I mean, it's quite a big model. I mean, if you don't know, there's a GW paint pot. Use quite a lot of red to paint this. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.